Hello dear students, welcome once again to online video lectures. Today we will start the Government of India Act which took place in 1935. In the previous video we have taken the consideration of round table conferences and the Dandi March. This Dandi March is considered to be one of the most important act during the civil disobedience movement. It took place in 1930 to break the unjust salt law that were levied by the Britishers on India. This march took place on 12th March 1930 with 78 companions along with Gandhiji, and they reached Dandi on 5th April 1930 and they broke the salt law on 6th April 1930. This event is considered as one of the most important event in the history of India's freedom struggle. In the same way, the Government of India Act 1935 is also one of the important act which took place in 1935. The Government of India Act was the second phase in the constitutional changes in India, but it turned out to be inadequate and disappointing for the nationalists. This act was made by the Britishers, and Indians have thought that this act may bring a big change in the rule of Britishers which were ruling in India. But this act proved to be inadequate and disappointing. It means unimportant and useless for the Indian peoples. According to Dr. Rajendra Prasad, the decree of autonomy introduced at the provisional level was quite limited. Means the power at the autonomy level was limited. The provincial governors retained important reserved powers, and the British authorities also retained a right to suspend a responsible government. It means that all the provisional powers were in the hands of Britishers. If the Britishers would think that such and such changes should be made so that Britishers may gain, then they were having the powers to take such actions, but Indians were not having any type of such powers. The elected representatives of India were given a very limited authority. So this was against their expectation. Instead of forming the provincial government, Indians were not having such powers to take necessary actions so that India could gain a lot. As per the act, elections were held. Gandhiji suggested that the Indian National Congress would form the federal legislature only if it is guaranteed that the governors would not exercise the exclusive powers granted to them and act as per the advice of the elected provincial ministries. So, according to this act, when the general elections were held, Gandhiji said that we would take part in the elections only if we are allowed to form the federal government. It means that we also will get some powers, not as the Britishers are having the maximum powers and Indians are having minimum powers. The Viceroys and the National Secretary agreed with certain clarifications, and Congress and Muslim League formed the federal legislature. It means they combined to form a single government. The experiment of provincial Swaraj continued for 2 years. It means from 1936 to 1939. The British government declared India a part of it without consulting the federal legislature. As a sign of protest, the committees resigned. So the experiment of provincial Swaraj continued for 2 years, and when the Second World War broke out in 1939, then Indians were forced to join army from the side of Britishers, which was not as per the expectation of the Indians. So, to mark their protest, the Indian committees protested and resigned from their post and said that we are not going to support Britishers in the Second World War. Later on, this turned to be very crucial for the Indian government because Muhammad Iqbal and Chaudhry Rahmat Ali were the two Muslim leaders of Muslim League, and they propagated that the Hindus and Muslims should form two separate nations as they represented two different cultures. So they thought that India and Pakistan should be separated. The resolution of demand for Pakistan was passed in Muslim League, which in a session which was held at Lahore in March 1940. It was suggested to form an independent nation having the majority of the Muslim population. After this, the creation of Pakistan became the main objective of the Muslim League. You might be shocked to know when the elections which were held during the National Act, this Government of India Act, according to which the provincial elections were held in the Indian subcontinent, and here Indian National Congress gained majority and were forming the government, but as the powers by the Britishers were not granted to the Indian National Congress, they resigned from their post later on, and also they protested against the contribution in the Second World War. So Muslim League were dominated, or they were manipulated by the Britishers. Many British viceroys, they manipulated and held meetings with the Muslim leaders, and they held conspiracies against Indian Hindus and manipulated them to form as separate leaders. They said that if you are supporting the Indians and after getting freedom, you might not get any powers, or you may not get any electoral rights in India, as India is a Hindu country. So such seeds were drawn by the Britishers, and Muslims were manipulated by the thoughts of Britishers, and they started demanding for Pakistan in a session which was held by Muslim League in Lahore in March 1940. So they decided to form a different nation with the areas which has majority of Muslim population. Maulana Azad, who was born in Mecca, he knew many languages and was a scholar of Islam. He advocated the unity of all the religions. He was always very active in Gandhian movement. He was not in the support of the Muslim formation of a new nation. He always advocated to follow all the religions. That he also said that there should be unity in the religions. Nobody should follow a separate religion. We should not consider division of Indian people based on religion, creed, culture, etc. He was also a great supporter of Gandhian movements. But at last, everything failed. Peoples of India tried a lot to establish the unity between Hindus and Muslims. But we all know that later on Pakistan was divided, and today also we are having a lot of problems with the partition of Pakistan from Indian subcontinent. Let us talk about the individual satyagraha. This incident took place during the Second World War. Gandhiji started individual satyagraha instead of mass satyagraha for two reasons. Now, when Indians were working as soldiers from the Britishers side, the Gandhiji said that Britishers are not having the time and place to concentrate on our demands. So let us do individual satyagraha instead of mass satyagraha. One was the chance of it turning into a violent movement, and second was Gandhiji was not willing to put the British government into a very embarrassing situation during the war. First thing, that if the war is going on, if we are protesting, means it can turn into a violent situation which could not be controlled. And after that, Gandhiji also didn't wanted to put Britishers into an embarrassing situation. So Gandhiji selected Vinoba Bhave as the first individual satyagrahi. So this is also a very important answer. If you are asked to write the name of a freedom fighter who was selected by Gandhiji as the first individual satyagrahi, you should know the answer that it is Vinoba Bhave. Vinoba Bhave started his satyagraha by delivering anti-war speeches. On the fifth day, he was arrested by government and was put in prison for 3 months. So Vinoba Bhave, he was first individual satyagrahi, and when he was delivering his anti-war speeches, Britishers arrested him and he was put into prison for 3 months. Vinoba Bhave's basic inclination was towards constructive programs right from the beginning. Hence, Gandhiji has a deep faith in him as a satyagrahi with high values. So Vinoba Bhave, he was a person with great values. He also was like Gandhiji, who believed in truth and non-violence. So Gandhiji had faith in him and he considered his high values. So Vinoba Bhave, he was taken by the Gandhiji as the first individual satyagrahi. So I think that's all will be there for today. You can read it and understand it. If you find any difficulty again, you can ask me. We have started from the government of India and we took demand for Pakistan, and at last we discussed about individual satyagraha. So that's all for now. We'll meet again in the next video.